Hello ladies and gentlemen, on today's show, Jack Whitby, director of JCAD Pictures' latest film, Sprint, joins us and we are going to ask him a few questions on the characters he has chosen for his new thriller film. Welcome to the show, Jack.
Thank you for having me.
So, why did you decide to have your main protagonist have memory loss?
Well, the main protagonist's name is Jason, and we kind of came together as a production team. We decided to have him lose his memory because we wanted a film which the audience could relate to the main protagonist. So we did this by having him lose his memory, and the things he finds out in the film when he has the flashbacks, when he reveals something, he all remembers for the first time, so he finds them out at the same time as the audience does. So it allows us to use that kind of connectivity with the audience, which has allowed us to use a lot of point of view shots and over the shoulder shots to make the audience feel more involved in the film. But we also had it to make a clear contrast between his characters. So obviously, in the flashbacks, he's a kind, loving father, does anything for his country, anything for his wife and his future child, which contrasts to after he loses his memory, and he's a bit more evil and a bit more psycho, and it makes his character much deeper than at first glance.
Okay, so what inspired you to have the main antagonist, the mysterious biker, to always be watching Jason from a distance?
I expect this to be a question. Well, we wanted to have the mysterious biker always be in the background, watching Jason from a distance, because it kind of makes it as if he's plotting an attack. If you're watching someone, you're observing them, and obviously we find out later on in the film that he's doing this for a good purpose. But at the start of the film, when the audience first see him, when Jason first see him, it looks much more sinister because he's standing there dressed in black with the helmet. It makes it like he's plotting an attack on Jason, which, as he's the antagonist, points out, the audience can point out straight away that he is the bad guy in the film. And they don't have to be like wondering, oh, is he going to turn bad? They know the bad guy in the film, they know the good guy in the film from straight off the bat. However, that's when the film comes much more deep and interesting, when the twist occurs, we find out that maybe Jason isn't as good as you first thought, and the antagonist isn't as bad as you first thought. So we also wanted to have the antagonist kind of, the way he's always on distance makes him look much more frightening to the audience. You know, it kind of strikes fear into the audience, you know, and it kind of makes them feel self-conscious, but they'll be turning around in the theatre thinking, is someone watching me? And if a film has that kind of long-lasting effects on someone, it can make them remember the film, and then maybe they want to come back for more and figure out a bit more about the film, why the antagonist, Mysterious Biker, was watching Jason in the first place, and it just kind of creates a much more deeper, lasting feel. I know when I feel like it, I'm turning around, seeing if someone's watching me, and it kind of gives that effect, that creepiness to his character, always being in the background.
So, why did you want to keep the identity of the mysterious biker a secret throughout the film, until the very end?
Well, the mysterious biker, his character is based around this helmet. So he's a bit like Jason, with kind of like a split personality. So Jason has his personality in the present day, when he's forgot his memory, he's a bit more psycho, and then he has his friendly flashback character, and the mysterious biker is similar to that. When he has the helmet on, he's all business. He will go through anyone and anything to get the job done for his country and to protect his family, and indeed his best friend, which is obviously Jason. However, when that helmet is taken off, he's actually a completely different character. He's much kinder, he's softer, he's understanding, and this creates a complete contrast between the mysterious biker you see at the beginning of the film, looking more or less like a badass and more vicious, and much more intense, to contrasting later on in the film when he takes the helmet off and people really see the emotional side of his character, and that really contrasts with one another, much like Jason. But it also, it kind of keeps people on the edge of their seat having this helmet on. People don't know who this character is, they want to find out more about him, and by having that helmet on, it's going to keep them guessing throughout the film. Is that the guy in the helmet? Is that the guy in the helmet? And they won't know till the end of the film when it's actually revealed, which means the target audience, people, will stay in the theatre wanting to find this out and keep them engrossed in the film.
That is very clever. So in the film, Jason's wife, Katie, she's wearing a nice sort of a dress, and you said that she has to wear that dress for a job and all that. So what is her actual job?
Oh, that's a very good question. I'm glad you asked, because Katie is actually a journalist, and she dresses formally because she often has to go away to other countries, She gains and sees new cultures and learns new different languages, which is why she's such an intelligent young woman. And she has to do this for me, obviously, because she's shown on live HDTV, which is why she has to look formal when she presents and when she's around the workspace, if she gets pictures taken, obviously, in the internet. And she also has to wear makeup, so when she's in HD, she looks fabulous in a sense, I suppose. But this is also links into how she got captured in the first place. She's doing a report in Syria about the war zone, and her and her cameraman are captured. Obviously, the cameraman is gone, beheaded as such, and she is captured because she's not a woman. They decide to use her for different purposes, which is why Jason and the Mysterious Biker are encouraged. Their job they're ditching their job. They're going to save Casey for the sake of their marriage and their child, which is how Jason ends up losing his memory in the first place. So her job is actually a journalist, a famous journalist, may I add, for a famous TV news company.
All right. And that leads me on to my final question today, sir. What was Jason's character like before he lost his memory?
Well, before he lost his memory, he was a very humble man. He loved his family, his wife, his kids, much like the Mysterious Biker. If you watch the character interviews of the cast, you see Josh Chipperfield, who plays the Mysterious Biker, says the very same thing about when his character takes off the mask. This is why they get along so well. They love their families, love their wife, they love life in general. The best friends love each other, they love their work, so his life is going really well. And he's also very excited about becoming a dad, which obviously Casey, his wife, is pregnant, and he's very excited about this, but it also makes it that much more devastating when Kay gets captured and everything goes downhill, because his life was going so well. He was having the time of his life, and it's all going to go downhill from here, and things are going to erupt between him and Katie. Because she was captured, it might damage the baby, it'll be heartbreaking for him. But back to your question, overall, he is very kind, he's a humble man. He'll do anything for his country and do anything for anybody. So he's very relatable for many people and a bit of a role model and such.
Oh, right. Well, that's all the questions we've got for today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us today, Jack. And I look forward to seeing the film in the summer.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.